Happy Friday, Vendasta, and welcome to All Hands on Product Showcase for September 12th. Please put your hands together for your host today, John Vars!
What? It's John Vars. I don't know if that came through to people, but hey, can everyone hear me? Someone give me a thumbs up who's in the meet, so I know everyone can hear me. Right on. All right, well, let me tell you, your day probably started better than mine because a bear broke into my car last night. I bet that didn't happen to anyone else. So we had muddy bear prints all over the car. That was pretty fun way to start the day. But let's get into the All Hands Product Showcase, September 12th. Here we go. Agenda, as you can see, we got a full docket today. New hires, anniversaries, movers and shakers, kudos, customer love, some presentations. It's going to be awesome. Let's start right off the bat with the most important, the new hires. Femi is a sales development rep 1 in Saskatoon, not singing today, though not doing the solo. We'll sing next week, it sounds like. So, well, anyways, congratulations, even if you're not singing. Glad to have you. Anniversaries. Amrit Paul Singh is 1 year. Congratulations. Yeah, Vijay Lakshmi, Moria, and Srinivasa, all in the 2nd year. Well done. Congratulations, everyone. 3rd year, Raul and Elisa, 3 years. That's pretty great. Appreciate that. What could come next? 4 years. Nakia, Malu, Madison, congratulations on the big 4 or the big 3. And 5 years, Shazad, website designer, Canadian Remote. Thank you. Oh, there's a video here.
Hello, hi Sisat. Congratulations on hitting
Demo
5 years
1, if you're
milestone.
trying to talk, we can't hear
It's
you.
really awesome. Such an amazing milestone which you
I don't
achieved.
know what's happening
It's
right
been
now. Says
awesome
there's a
working with
video, but I
you
don't think there is one.
and seeing everything
So we'll keep
you
moving.
achieved and accomplished over the years. And
5
very
year.
well
Do
support
we
you.
have
So
videos
whenever
today?
I need a doubt or some
Anyone
such a
know?
thing, so you are there
Well, maybe
for
we'll
Just
me
give
come
to
us
back.
help
one
me out.
second here, John.
So just a one
Okay.
message. The session will be on call.
Meanwhile, Lily, congratulations on 5 years. Stand by for video, I think.
Hello, hi Sisat. Congratulations on hitting 5 years milestone. It's really awesome. Such an amazing milestone which you achieved. It's been awesome working with you and seeing everything you achieved and accomplished over the years. And you are very well supportive. So whenever I need a doubt or some such a thing, so you are there for me to help me out. So just a one message. The session will be on call and he'll be clear things. Yeah.
Hi Shazad. First of all, congrats for hitting 5 years of your anniversary, and it's really great working along with you. And I have learned a lot of new things with you, and you immediately jump in a call if I have any doubt and all. And also, recently covering my task. Not only recently, like past 1 year ago. Sometime if I am not available, you come and work my task, and thank you for that.
Hey Shazad, happy 5th year anniversary. It's cool having you on the team because we always know that you're cool under pressure and you're a great colleague and a really cool friend to have, and really enjoy the time that we've had to spend together. Kind of a bummer that you're now in Regina, but hey, it's always cool to be able to see you and have a chat with you and know that you've got Vendasta services websites under wraps for a lot of the teams. So thanks for 5 years, and here's looking to another 5.
Hey Shazad, happy 5th year work anniversary. It's been a pleasure working with you for the past 5 years. You're such an incredible person, teammate, as well as a friend who has always been there to help and support the team whenever needed. You also bring such a positive energy to the team as well. Happy 5 years again, and many more to come.
Hey Shazad, congratulations on 5 years. It's been great getting to know you and work alongside you, and I look forward to many more years.
Hey Shazad, happy 5th year anniversary. It's been so great getting to know you through these 5 years, especially through our guessing games. I'm always looking forward to your warm welcome during our one-on-ones, and your technical knowledge is so valuable to our team. We're happy to have you.
Happy 5 years. I always appreciate your sense of humor and all of the help that you've given me on projects, and you're definitely a hard worker.
Hi Shazad, happy 5-year work anniversary. It's been incredible 5 years with you on the Vendasta team. We are so grateful for your hard work, expertise and positive energy that you bring every day, from tackling complex projects to mentorship and mentoring new team members. Your contributions have been invaluable. We look forward to seeing all you will accomplish in the years to come, and here's to celebrating you with all your amazing achievements.
Happy anniversary, Shazad. I can't believe it's already been 5 years. Gone so quickly. It's been great working alongside you, and yeah, here's to another 5. It's gonna be great.
Huge congratulations, Shazad, on completing 5 years at Vendasta. Your technical expertise and the way you handle the challenges is truly amazing. I'm so proud of all the achievements that you have. Wishing you continued success and many more milestones ahead. Congratulations, Shazad, on your 5 years.
Happy 5 years, Shazad!
All right. I think that's the end of the video. Yes. Let's move on to the next video. Lily, there's one for this, right? 5 years?
Happy 5-year anniversary, Lily. It is so wonderful getting to work with you every day. You bring such a great energy, such calm and compassion to our team. And I know that no matter what's going on, I can turn to you and ask for your support with something, whether it's helping out a tough partner on a retention case or putting your head down and calling every partner in the books that doesn't have the AI chatbot installed. I know you're going to put everything behind it to support our partners and the rest of our team. It's really been a delight working with you for the last year, and I'm looking forward to the next 5. Congrats again.
Well, Lily, the day has come. She's 5 years at Vendasta. I know you've had many roles here at Vendasta, but you've been able to navigate them all very well with one set of your own core values, and they mesh very well with the Vendasta values. And I know that people often refer to you as Mother Hen, and you've also had many broods throughout your stay here at Vendasta so far. So this message is for the other people out there. Your mother doesn't work here, but Lily does. Act accordingly. Anyways, Lily, congratulations on 5 years.
Hey Lily, happy 5 years and congratulations. I'm super excited to make this video because I remember the first time we ever had a one-on-one together when I brought you on my team, and I was so excited because I was going to learn so much more from you than I was ever going to be able to teach you. So all I can say is anyone who's worked alongside you knows not only how you're a phenomenal colleague and an amazing work mom, but an even better friend. So I also still owe you that pizza. I won't forget, and I hope you haven't either, but just saying that, congrats, it's well-deserved, and I hope you enjoy the day.
Hey Lily, congratulations. When I first started at Vendasta as an SDR, I remember being a little overwhelmed. I was coming to a brand new industry to me with some sales knowledge and not much else. And I remember being a little overwhelmed for those first 3 months. But you were always someone that I could count on to have something nice to say, a friendly face, a helping hand. And I remember thinking, man, that Lily is something else. I should get to know her better. And now 3 years later, we get to work on the same team together. I'm just so grateful that you are a part of my life and a part of my working experience here at Vendasta. Thank you so much for all you do. and congratulations on 5 years.
Hey Lily, congrats on 5 years. Hope you're doing well, and I hope the next couple of years are even better. See ya.
Hey Lily, congratulations on your 5-year milestone here at Vandasta. Even though I have only been here for a few weeks, I have already learned so much from you. Your knowledge, patience, and willingness to share really stands out. And I'm super excited to work with you in the future and share many more milestones.
Happy 5-year anniversary, Lily. Congratulations on this amazing milestone. It's been a pleasure working alongside with you over the years. You've always reminded me of my mom, whether it's giving me a hard time about my tattoos, asking me when I'm finally going to settle down, or telling me to find a nice girl at your church. I especially appreciated the 2 years I had worked with you in the past as your manager. You've always been a motherly figure to the team that I was managing and a wonderful coworker. Wishing you continued success and happiness in the next 5 years at Vandasta.
Hi Lily, happy 5-year Vandastiversary. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to work closely with you over the last couple of years. You're one of the hardest workers I know. You do amazing work for our partners and are always a wonderful teammate, and also just a lovely human being. On top of your 5 years, congratulations on some of your milestones in your personal life, with your daughter going off to university and your son into grade 7, despite the really challenging math he seems to have to do and the homework you have to help him with. Happy 5 years again. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Wow, Lily is blowing up the G chat for all hands. Lots of great accolades and congratulations there for her on 5 years. What could be next? 7, Jeff, the fixer. 7 years. Congrats, Jeff. And did Jeff have a video? No video for Jeff. Okay. And Craig, 10 years. Wow, Craig. Congratulations. It sounds like there's a video here. I did hear it may be delayed. Do we know if we're ready for this one or not?
Craig's video is just still in the oven. It'll be ready soon. We will circle back to it.
Okay. Well, we'll be waiting for that one. All right. We'll move on to movers and shakers. Congratulations to Mom. He has moved to account manager 1. Congratulations. And on the kudos, here we go. And remember, these are based on the 12 leadership values. I won't read them all there, but I hope everyone is familiar with these. First, for ownership, to Mark from Braden. Mark helped us out big time for a client that has had multiple businesses in the past and is now doing a deep dive into AI. Not the easiest partner to deal with, but Mark jumped on a call with us fairly last minute to do a deep dive on a really good discovery call, trying to find out exactly what the partner was looking for. Mark led the call, showing customer obsession by empathizing with her and helping her formulate her half-baked plan further in a way that Vandasta could be the answer. He set the right expectations and took ownership over the follow-up to make sure we gave her what she needed to figure out if Vandasta could do what she wanted. Thank you, Mark. It is greatly appreciated, and you handled that call extremely well. Way to go, Mark. All right, and another one for Praveen, ownership and think big, from Tobin. Okay, this is a lot, so I'm going to do my best here to read this right. I've had the pleasure of working closely with Praveen for over a year, during which he has consistently demonstrated performance that exceeds the expectations of his role as Dev 1. He has shown a strong sense of ownership, initiative, and proactive approach to problem solving, making him a valuable asset to the team. One of the most notable examples of Praveen's initiative was his decision to lead a spike investigation for the integration of Pexels into our social marketing product. Recognizing the potential impact this feature could have in enhancing the user experience and delivering additional value to customers, Praveen independently took the lead on this front. He managed the entire process from conducting initial technical exploration to engaging with external stakeholders and ultimately securing approval from Pexels. His leadership and thorough approach ensured that the integration moved forward successfully, and thanks to his efforts, the Pexels integration is now set to be made available to all customers. In another instance that further highlights his commitment to the team, Praveen stepped up to address a critical bug that impacted both social marketing and foundational products. Rather than limiting his focus to his immediate scope, he proactively took responsibility for identifying the root cause and implementing a resolution across both product areas. His willingness to go above and beyond to ensure the stability and reliability of our systems reflects a strong team-first mindset and an admirable work ethic. Overall, Praveen consistently demonstrates technical competence, initiative, and collaborative spirit that elevates the performance of the entire team. His contributions are impactful, and he continues to grow as a dependable and forward-thinking engineer. So what a nice thing to say there, Tobin. Congrats, Praveen. Way to go. All right, moving right along. Customer love. We all love customer love. And this is from Kesley Smith with Zoic, and this is for Loretta. Our ePartner webinar series. Thank you for all the work you did in choosing us to do this webinar. It was a great session, and we look forward to doing another one with you guys. Excellent. Okay, let's keep going. Here are the upcoming events. September 18th, Vendasta Golf Tournament. Check out the calendar and RSVP. On September 30th is the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. Order and wear your orange shirts for house points. On October 1st, Halloween floor decorating contest. I don't know what that is, but details are coming soon. And on October 3rd, Ideas on Tap. Details and volunteer sign-up sheet are in the calendar. So let's get on top of those events. Those all sound great. L&D opportunity coming up, Workflow Wednesday, automations on September 17th at 11. All right. And now I'll hand it over to Brian for, I think it's Brian, for employee stock options update video. Maybe this video is ready.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining this afternoon. I'm pre-recording this message because hopefully by the time it's delivered to you, I will be either fishing, floating, or shooting. So headed down to the ranch, about a 4.5-hour drive. So needed to pre-record this announcement, but we wanted to get this announcement out as soon as we possibly could. So today I want to share some really exciting news that impacts almost every single one of you. This is a fantastic development for all employees that are holding stock options, and it's the result of negotiations that Brendan and I have been having with our board for almost 9 months now. So ready for the big announcement? Here it is. Effective immediately, all employee stock options issued since July 2019 will be eligible to be repriced. So these are all the stock options that were issued with $5.84 and $10.38 strike prices can now be reset to $5. This is a huge win and one that significantly improves your ability to benefit from the long-term growth of the company. Okay, so let me give you a little bit of context about what happened and why we're doing this. Over the last few years, we've acquired 3 companies, 2 of which we used equity for. That was about $70 million worth of acquisitions. We also took our convertible debt, so debt that was on the balance sheet of about $55 million US, and we converted that into equity as well. And then in the last couple of years, through our Series D and our Series E preferred stock raises, which we raised about $90 million, that also added more equity. So while these have been the right strategic moves for the company, it also introduced a concept called dilution. So while the company value remains very strong, the number of shares outstanding has been increasing, in some cases significantly, which impacted the individual option valuation. So if you think about it, during the COVID times, there was a big ramp in SaaS market valuations, kind of raised everybody. That's cooled. I think most people who follow the market understand that cooled. But so we've been floating around about the same valuation, but our equity underlying the number of units has been ratcheting up. So that ratcheting up reduces the value of every single share. So in effect, in the last several years, we've introduced all this dilution. There's been a lot of pressure on the prices since those original stock option prices were set. So now we get to reset the table. And this is huge. This is Everybody now has a great stake in the upside of the growth of the company. So with this, there's always a little bit of a small catch. In the negotiations that were hard fought for a long duration with our board, we finally got to the point where everybody could agree on a small concession. And in the grand scheme of things, this is actually very trivial. But I need to explain it, and we'll push more information out about this in the days to come, examples and whatnot. But let me try to just kind of give you a idea of what it is. So the small catch here is that we're introducing, for people that are in the vesting period, we're introducing a 6-month cliff vesting. And so here's what this means. There's a lot of detail. We'll follow up with this, but here's a couple of important takeaways, okay? 1, nothing that you've already vested in is going to be unvested. End stop. Everything vested stays vested, okay? Another important factor, all of these options were issued with a total vesting period over 4 years. That 4 years does not extend at all, not one day. It is the same 4-year vesting period that every option we've granted has had, okay? The other thing, if you're fully vested, this has no impact to you. So you can just tune out all the noise that's about to happen next. So this is only for options that are currently vested, and there's going to be some small change where the vesting that would normally occur over the next 6 months will just happen at the following 6 months. And so I'm simplifying it for announcement today. We'll have some more details on it, but in the grand scheme of things, this is really trivial. It really shouldn't impact anybody at all that holds options right now. And, it was a small concession for a huge win. So be assured that we're not unvesting anything, and we're not extending the vesting beyond the 4-year period. Okay. So all that stays the same. The only change that is going forward is these repriced options at $5 will now have that 6-month cliff vest while you're in the vesting period. So we'll be sharing examples in upcoming sessions to make sure this is clear. We'll have some publications as well on this. So now for the nitty gritty, this is how the whole process is going to work. Technically, this will be executed as a cancel and a re-grant, okay? Your participation is optional. You need to agree to this exchange. I can't tell you what to do. I will promise you that I will be executing these agreements myself, and I would encourage you to really think through this because at the end of the day, this is a huge win for all of us. But we have paperwork to do. We have a mountain of paperwork to do. So we expect to handle this through Bamboo. You should receive a notification to review, and then you electronically sign this agreement, which is an exchange agreement. And we have the deadline of September 30th out there. So hopefully we'll have about 2.5 weeks to get through all of this. But when the period closes at September 30th, again, September 30th, 2.5-ish weeks, you have to sign this paperwork for the exchange, okay? So if you sign, you'll receive the new award at the $5 strike price. If you don't, your current grant remains unchanged, and you will be at your original strike price, whether it was $5.38 or $5.84 or $10.38, okay? So I highly encourage you to take action. After September 30th, when the offer closes, and hopefully we have all this paperwork, Heather and I then have a huge process to updating all of ShareWorks for this. This is going to take a little bit of time on the back end, but rest assured, if you've signed this paperwork by September 30th, you're in, okay? So as far as next steps, here's what's going to happen. We'll be sending out a company-wide email shortly in the days to come with all of these details. We will also host Q&A sessions over the next couple of weeks where I'll be open to any question you have about executing the process or what we're doing here. But I want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to get every answer or every question answered, and I will make sure I'm available to do so. Okay, so to sum it up, major positive for everybody in the company. This is really exciting, and Brendan and I have been hard at work for this for a long period of time. It resets your options to a level where you can capture even more upside in this company as it continues to grow. So this is really good. And again, this is worldwide. This is almost every employee of the company. So big win here. All you need to do is go into Bamboo when we make it available, execute that exchange agreement before September 30th, and you'll be locked in, okay? So we're thrilled to bring you this opportunity, and I hope you share in the excitement of this. It's really a great day for us, and hopefully sharing the excitement of this. It's really a great day for us, and hopefully we can all stand to benefit some really big upside in our valuation as we continue to grow this company. So thank you all for your time today, and stay tuned for important updates and upcoming sessions. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Check. Did John, did Gene tell you that I was going to say something after this?
Yeah, I heard that.
I just wanted to try and make it a little bit easier. So Brian's pretty excited about this, and I wanted to explain what it is. So why do we give options in the first place? Because we want everyone in the company to be a shareholder and participate in the upside. So why don't we just give you shares? Well, we could, but then the government hates it. So the government then would say, what are those shares worth? And they would try to charge you tax. And so that's why the whole option, the whole ability to do options is better, because we say we'll give you these options because you don't own the shares right away, and then you'll pay something for them so they can turn into shares. And we like to set the option price as low as possible. Now what's happened is in Canada, there was no sort of rules from the federal government, the equivalent of the IRS in the U.S., our CCRA, had no real rules about this. So what people would do is say, if we price the options too low, people say, well, they're in the money, and then they'll try to charge tax to the employees. And because it's a private company, you can't, trade the shares. It gets super complicated, and we don't want anyone to get a tax bill. So what we had always done, and what all Canadian companies do, is discount the shares by about 20% and say that's the purchase price, and then the government, usually left everybody alone who discount them 20%. Now in the U.S., they have this thing called a 409A, which is a valuation that tries to get as low as it can without triggering tax. So the U.S. has practiced this for years and years and years. So they do a 409A, and they issue the shares at the lowest prices possible. Well, we were just doing a 20% discount. That's why the 1038 was a 20% discount for our last funding round. And so then we said, well, we got to, you can only go to 1038. What we convinced our board, what Brian's so excited about, is to follow a 409A. In the last 5 or 6 years, many companies have started doing a 409A, and nobody's had any problems with CCRA or gotten a tax bill. So we got a 409A done, and then we were able to give you the shares at the lowest price possible, which is that $5, which is pretty exciting, because now when you exercise that, you don't have to pay the 1038, you only pay the $5, and you own the shares. So I just wanted to give you the backstory behind why we had a higher price before, and now how we've changed to a new methodology that allows us to, and it was great, Brian did a great job of getting this across the line and selling this to our board and other shareholders, and so we're able to give you those options at a much better price, and I think that's a great win, and it's funny to see Brian selling that great win, because it's I know why he's not in sales now. No, I'm just kidding. All right, that's that. Back to John.
Hey now.
All right. Well, thank you. Hey, Brian. Whoa, in the car with the hat on.
Headed to the ranch, guys. It's
Yeah.
a great opportunity in our stock, so it's a great day. Take care.
Yeah, and I'll just say, having been through a lot of 409A and stock options and repricing situations, this is no small amount of work that Brian and Brendan did, and they didn't have to do this, and this is for all of us. And so just really on behalf of all the Vendasta employees, thank you guys. This is amazing. We all really appreciate it, and I know it's a ton of work, and there's more to come. So thank you guys for doing that. Let's keep going. Another great all hands today underway. And now up is Naresh, who's going to give a support update. I'm really excited for him to share what's been going on with support and some great numbers. Naresh, you have 10 minutes, my man. Are you there? I bet he's coming up to the mic. Hopefully.
Yeah, there's just a button on the top there. You're muted, Naresh.
Not yellow?
Yeah,
There
you're
we
good.
go. Okay. All right, well, it's been a while since I've been up here. My name's Naresh. I lead our global multi-brand support team. It's turtleneck season, so that's back. It's been a while, but I'm going to jump in just because I don't have a lot of time here. So we're going to start with just a quick team overview so everyone knows who we are and what we do. So 4 functions within the support team. We've got our first response team, which provides frontline support. We're actually 24/7 on this team, and we've got team members in Canada and India, and we're serving customers over email, phone, and chat. So they handle all of our initial troubleshooting and also the triaging of new issues. Next, we've got our technical support team, or the Guru team as they're commonly known as. And this group handles our priority support, bulk actions, bug filing, also carrying out our incident process when that happens. And they're available during business hours. We've got a web support team as well. Maybe not all are all familiar with that, but they're available through the WordPress hosting app over chat and also over email. And they're also 24/7 just so that we can be competitive in that space. And then last but not least, we've got our knowledge management function, which is powered by our wonderful Haley Serrano. She's sitting here. Haley manages our help centers, and the help centers now power our AI assistants. And so she's busy just making sure everything is up to date and optimized for our AI. So those were the different functions, but also want to highlight we serve 5 different brands in support. And so part of our strategy has been to simplify our operations by centralizing and unifying our processes across all these different brands, because everyone was doing something a little bit different when they were brought over to Vendasta. Vendasta, though, has the most options when it comes to support. So we've got 24/7 service over email, phone, and chat. This is also where we offer our 24/7 web hosting support as well. For Yesware and Broadly, we offer support over email and phone, and that's during regular business hours. And then for our baby brands, About.me, Calendar Hero, we offer support exclusively over email. So with that, we've got a lot of work flowing through this team, and that's what I wanted to highlight next. So Vendasta is by far our busiest brand. It generates about 3,000 tickets per month. Year to date, we've sold about 25,000. So it's a significant number. Next to that, we've got Broadly with about 850 tickets a month, Yesware with about 830 tickets a month, and then we've got About Me and Calendar Hero, which is about 530 requests per month collectively. So lots of work going through the team. Totaled up in average, this team is managing about 5,000 requests per month, and our Guru team is filing about 200 bugs per month. So lots of stuff going through the team. Year to date, just to give you another perspective, 41,000 requests solved so far, 1,600 bugs escalated. So thank you, team, for all the work. There's lots going through. Hopefully that gave you a little bit of insight, though, on what we do. Also want to share some things that we've been working on this quarter. And so wanted to start with probably our most impactful project this quarter, which was the rollout of Vendasta's AI assistant to all of our partners. And so the goal here was just really around reducing our ticket volume by increasing the number of AI resolutions that the bot can handle. So, sorry, not bot, AI assistant can handle. For this to be successful, there was really 2 things that needed to come together. We needed to update and optimize our help centers so they were ready to go for AI. We also needed to integrate our AI assistant with our existing support tools. And that's really just to ensure that, when customers do need a human, it's super easy and simple, because otherwise that could be really frustrating. So I just wanted to give a huge kudos to the documentation team, Cal, Emma, Shiva, Amy, Haley, everyone else that helped us consolidate those resources and build out that new help center. It's a lot of work and it's really amazing, but it's showing results. I also have to give a kudos to Josh and the Megazord team. They've been taking our feedback along the way and getting this thing really nicely integrated with our existing systems, so thank you. So this thing went live on August 14th. It's been running for about a month now, And as of yesterday, pulled some fresh numbers. It's completed 2,400 conversations, and 1,900 of those ended without needing a live agent. So that's a huge win. That's an 81% resolution rate. Yeah. The industry average is 51%. So we're just blowing everything out of the water. So really cool. So probably asking as well, how has that actually impacted our ticket volume? So here's what it looks like when we slice our ticket volume just by Vendasta branded tickets. And if you check out the green line for August this year, we've seen a 390 ticket drop compared to August of last year. So that's a huge win and a really great early indicator of what AI can do for us. And we're super excited to see how that trend's going to continue as we close out September. So a couple more projects that maybe are a little bit less exciting, but also still important. We've been running an initiative over the last couple of quarters to tell partners about their free AI lead capture that's included with their subscription. So if they don't have it, we tell them about it and we help them install it. And this is what we've been calling an AI health check. And it not only adds value to our interactions, but it also drives Vendasta's top-level goal of more AI deployments. So how are we doing? So far, we've completed about 1,500 AI health checks, and we've had 70 AI lead capture installations. And so I know that may not seem like a super high success rate, but I'm really proud of this because it's kind of tough to pivot from a customer very focused on their problem or their technical issue and trying to get that solved, and having us be able to pivot to a conversation and kind of sell them on something new is challenging. So really good job here, team. Last project I want to talk about was just increasing the responsiveness of our live support. So we built this one under the assumption that the AI assistant would be handling some volume for us in Q3, which would give us some bandwidth to start to tighten up our SLAs. So we started the quarter with a 74% SLA. We're really focused on same-day replies. And so far this month, we have jumped to 84%. So we're making progress, and the AI is definitely helping us do that. On the chat side of things, we've also been able to reduce our chat wait time from 60 seconds in July down to 35 month to date. So we've got a little bit of time to push towards our 20-second goal, but things are looking good. So nice job, team, and thank you for everyone that helped with the AI assistant. Okay, and then what do we want to work on next? So before chatting about that, just wanted to show you what our incoming requests look like across all of our brands year over year. So you got 3 years of data here. And from this view, you can actually see we're actually still up over last year's volume. And so this is just something I want us to keep in mind. AI is currently helping us, but it's helping us on one brand over one channel right now. But we're serving customers over multiple channels, and we've actually had increases in tickets across About.me, Broadly, and Yesware. So to continue driving this down, we really need AI deployed in more channels and across more brands. And so that's kind of what we're thinking for projects in the coming quarter. And so just to give you an idea on those, we got to get AI in more places. So starting with the phone is probably the easiest because that technology is already there. And that said, calls, though, are our lowest volume channel. So it's not going to have as huge of an impact as the chat system like we've seen so far, or something like email. Email is our most popular channel. So if we can help customers in our first reply, we have a huge opportunity to impact volume, but also create a really great customer experience. Think about emailing into a support team, getting back an instant response that solves your problem. So that's something that could be really cool. So again, that's not built today, but implementing this kind of hinges on that roadmap, and I know Josh and the team are looking into that now. So as we deploy more AI, we also think the day-to-day focus of the team is also going to shift. We need to shift to supporting the AI. And so to do this, we want to set some goals for the team around maintaining the knowledge base, updating things, creating articles, so that AI can resolve it next time it comes up. So really hoping to get to the point where we're looking at every ticket and thinking about, is this something that I should add to the knowledge base or update so that it doesn't come to us next time. And then lastly, if the AI can buy us more bandwidth like it already has started to do, we'd like to continue tightening up those SLAs for live support. And so we know we're not as fast as we used to be, but we would love to get back to delivering some high quality support, which is really speedy whenever a human is needed. And we'd also love to get our CSAT up across all of our brands by the end of Q4 above the industry average, which we haven't been able to do in the past couple of quarters. So something we're thinking about. Okay, I also had 2 housekeeping items. Sorry. The alert channels, what are they for? They're for R&D, IT, and support to communicate widespread issues involving our software, web support, or IT infrastructure. They're not for reporting issues or asking questions. So if you need to report an issue, please do so via a ticket, and then you can escalate that ticket via support or the priority support space in GChat just by sharing your ticket number. Where do you get your ticket number? Just check your inbox after you email support. Our autoresponder is very reliable. And why do we need a ticket? Everything we do is tracked in that ticket. So when you create one, or if you don't create one, you're basically forcing a support agent to take a bunch of manual steps to create that for you. It's so much easier if you just email it in. So help us help you. Start with a ticket, then escalate your ticket number. It'll move things faster and get you help faster. And why do we not want you guys posting in our alert spaces? We just want to make sure that major updates are super easy to find. And we want to make sure that we're reducing unnecessary noise in that channel or any false alarms. Because we want everyone to stay in the space and get the communication that we're putting out, because it's usually really important. So please avoid posting in there. If you have something to add or a question about an ongoing incident, we always link a little chat space in there. And that chat space can be used for your questions or feedback. Okay, and then my last housekeeping item here. We've got kind of 2 AI assistants rolling right now. We've got one in the platform, and we've also got one in GChat. And they're not quite created equally. So the in-platform AI assistant, this one can open tickets based on what you tell it. So if you get to a point, it's helping you troubleshoot, it needs a ticket, it can actually escalate that ticket for you automatically, which is really cool. It can also connect you with a support agent over chat. The main trade-off with that one, you can't tag in your friends or your team members to take a look at your chat, so just keep that in mind. But on the Google Chat side, which I think is a lot more busier, yes, you can tag in other team members there, but that one can't create tickets for you. It also can't file bugs. So we're looking into how we can add those features, but I think the key takeaway here is if the bot's asking you to file the bug or open up a ticket, please do so, because that's not going to happen automatically and your stuff's probably going to get missed. All right. And lastly, I just wanted to mention that working in support can be thankless a lot of the time. Customers come in, accept, they have pretty high expectations of the team. They think you can solve all their issues right on the spot. It's just not always realistic. And so our agents have a very short window of time to build rapport with the customer, because as soon as that ticket's solved, it's on to the next one, right? We're not talking to the same people all the time. So when a customer leaves you, a few kind words, it can really make your day and keep you going. So I just wanted to share some feedbacks with you. We'll do this pretty rapid fire here. This one was for Wanmi. I had a fantastic experience with WordPress chat support. Next one was for Bashmeen. Bashmeen sent me a Loom with the perfect explanation and sent me right on my way in under 10 minutes. For Vimal, quickly made me a video and helped me out. For Connor, I'm always satisfied with the customer support. For Sarah Vannon, was very helpful, very fast, supportive, and on top of the situation. Clint is a remarkable representative. That's really nice. Paranban was amazing and beyond helpful. Indu was very thorough and even made me a Loom video to show me what my problem was. Thank you for your help with this issue. For Ganesh, super short and sweet. Good instructions, illustrations to assist with resolving my issue. Aisha is always very thorough, friendly, and helpful. And lastly, I am thrilled with the fast responses of this team and service follow-up. All right, I wish I could showcase everybody, but don't have quite enough time to do that. But hope the team knows that we appreciate all your work, and thank you guys for listening.
Hey, thank you, Naresh. Let's hear it for support. Oh, and now I think the video's ready.
Wow. Wow.
Happy, happy, happy. Happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy.
Oh my God, that was awesome. So good. All right, congratulations, Craig, 10 years. All right, we're gonna try and be fast here. Still got a lot to get through. We're gonna go quick. All right, Jay-Z, quick.
Very quick. Hey, so I'm just here to give you a super quick introduction to what product marketing and product have been working on to improve how feedback is heard and leveraged at Vendasta. Why collect product feedback from partners? It's not to control the roadmap, but to help us make informed decisions in both product development and marketing investments. And it's not to make promises that we will build certain features or on a certain timeline, but to ensure that partners feel heard. And it's not to add yet another channel for PMs to review, but rather to centralize all feedback, reducing noise, and making it easier to keep a finger on the pulse of what our partners are thinking, saying, and trying to accomplish. Our partners want to be involved, and giving them a way to contribute feedback and join us in celebrating the arrival of new features encourages more open communication and builds trust, which are obviously key components of any successful relationship. To achieve this, we've revamped how feedback.vendasta.com is set up and how we use it. Our product managers are regularly reviewing and responding to the latest feedback. So how can partners submit feedback? They can get their rate from Partner Center right with their Partner Center login. And they can vote or comment on existing posts, or if needed, they can create new ones. And if the requested functionality gets pulled in for review or progresses to planned, in progress, and complete, the author and all voters will be notified at each milestone via email. And yes, we want your feedback too. Just like partners, you can access feedback.vendasta.com with your Partner Center login right from Partner Center. And unlike partners, you'll head to the internal board, a special spot for Vendastians to share valuable insights and ideas. This board is only visible to and accessible by Vendastians. Once on the internal board, search for posts relevant to your topic to add your vote and maybe a comment, or select a category and create a new post. Now, just because you can submit feedback doesn't always mean that you should. The first step should always be encouraging partners to contribute feedback directly. That said, if you work with many partners, you are uniquely positioned to identify valuable trends and patterns that can help Vendasta better understand what our partners want and need. When adding your voice, just be sure to first check if there's an existing post on your topic, and if not, provide as much detail as possible in your post around who the request is for and why. And you don't need to worry about coming up with the solution. Leave that to the product teams, please. Also consider when to post and when to make a note for yourself. When you've heard the same thing several times, it's likely more relevant to our partners, and at that time worth passing along through the internal board. And finally, this is not the place to report bugs. Rash just gave a great update on support. If something isn't working correctly, please go through support through Vendasta AI either, and submit that bug. So that's about it. Is that fast enough for you, John? Go check out feedback.vendasta.com. You can get there right from Partner Center. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jay-Z. And I think, one thing I'll say is I would love to get feedback and improvements and feature requests out of GChat and into Canny here at feedback.vendasta.com. It would be great, less noisy, they'll get tracked better. There's the voting and all of that. So I think it's a great thing. Let's do it. Thanks for your cooperation. Thanks, Jay-Z. All right, now we're gonna move. I've got two things to go over. I wanna talk about the roadmap and the product principles. I'm gonna do this really quick because I know this has already been pretty long. This will be a teaser on the roadmap. And I'm just gonna talk about Q4 right now, even though we have a roadmap that goes out a little further than that. But first of all, this is sort of a new process. We did it last quarter, we're doing it now, but we start making our quarterly roadmap at the midpoint of the previous quarter. So we started in May last time, we started in August this time. I'll set the themes based on sort of the executive board level themes for the group product managers to take all the candidate initiatives and projects and put them together and review them. And then they'll put together a draft roadmap in the roadmap deck, which I'll share with you after this. They meet with their team, their stakeholders, get feedback on that. And then we do an executive review with the whole executive team to give feedback and challenges and suggestions. We incorporate that into the roadmap. It kind of enshrines it. And then we're going to start doing the all hands update. This is the first time in my tenure. And so you can see more detail about the process there. If you go to Confluence Quarterly Roadmap Process Standard, you also see a list of the roadmap decks at the bottom of that. So I'm going to go through Q4 because this is what it's going to look like if we do it all. And that's really an eye chart. We can't do all that. So we're going to keep it pretty light here, given the time. But we'll set the Q4 objectives, the strategic themes, paying SMBs, AI lead generation, AI employees deployed, efficiency, and then there's some more product-based themes, which is platform excellence. How do we remove product ambiguity, sunset redundant or unused features? We're starting a move, it's early days, but starting a move towards a one integrated platform. And then as always, we should be thinking about how we improve quality and ease of use. Okay, so the first slide is Josh's group. This is communications and productivity teams. They're focused on AI employees, conversations, automation, business app, mobile app. The first big theme here is to finish and expand chat with your data. Chat with your data is really just something that is shorthand for us so that you could talk to your data using AI. So let's say you, for example, you want to talk to your reputation data. You could say something like, hey, in the last month on my negative reviews, what is the major reason? Is there any trends there? And the AI would think and give you some of that. So some of the work going on there in Q4 will be deeper thinking, deeper AI thinking and reasoning, MCPs for chatting with more data. Ideally, we'll have all the core platform data available to chat with at the end of the quarter. We're going to do AI credits so that we can charge people if they're going over the sort of default levels we give them. There's more AI employees that we want to release, specifically reputation and AI sales employee. There's still more to do there, but hoping to roll those out in Q4. One theme you'll see across many teams is the Broadly migration. We'll be migrating Neighborly and the other Broadly 1.0 customers to Broadly 2.0 between now and the end of the year. This is a really big project. It affects everyone. And then finally on the SMB PLG and driving AI employee adoption, there's a bunch of stuff going on there. A couple of the big ones, bulk config, which will allow you to save and copy AI employee templates across many accounts, making it super easy. And then we'll do more on the SMB self-sign-up in terms of easier onboarding and activation of AI employees. On the Matchcraft side of things, this is Alex's group. There's three major themes here. The first one is Matchcraft in the Partner Center. We think that our partners can benefit from the brilliance of Matchcraft, so we're bringing that Matchcraft golden, amazement into the Partner Center. We'll be making Ad Planner directly in there and making that really easy to use. We're working on a growth plan for 2026 that I'm really excited about. There's also a theme to protect and expand the Matchcraft direct revenue. So what they've been doing all these years, there's a few projects there: LinkedIn budget management and reporting, notification pruning, configurable merchant center, emails. That stuff's going on in the Matchcraft standalone. And then there's a theme to bring Matchcraft closer to the Vendasta tech. And that first project, there's a whole list of these, but the first one is vStatic for Matchcraft front-end deployment. That's Matchcraft. On the foundational products, we're going to have 2 slides, and this is Corey's group, and a lot of our Chennai team works on this. So this first slide's reputation, social, local SEO, and ad intel. Again, you'll see here's a theme of unifying the platform. What they're looking at right now is bringing the core O&O products into Business App. I say looking at it because we have found that this might be more difficult than we originally thought, but there's still work happening here, and we're looking into how we can mitigate some of these new blockers we're finding. Another theme is supporting the release of the monetizable AI employees. So, Josh's team is working on a lot of the core infrastructure for the employees, but we need our foundational teams to look at, they know this product the best. They know what the use cases are. They work on the APIs and the functionality and the data that we have. And so we need them to help bring that live for these AI employees. And then again, once again, the Broadly migration, they'll also be supporting the Broadly migration, specifically in the review and NPS data, but also one of the Neighborly must-haves by the end of the year is to integrate Brandfolder, which is a platform for keeping all your social and campaign and blog assets in one spot. Okay, second slide for foundational products. This is on the WordPress hosting, email, task management, data collection, and syndication. WordPress hosting, it's all about stability and reliability. They're working with zonal instances to increase hosting infrastructure availability and working on some freemium and upgrade models to fight malware. Email deliverability, always a fight too. So implementing email quotas to protect deliverability, and then improving the unsubscribe and resubscribe approach. Task Manager, we know folks are using this. We know it needs some work. There is a larger effort to think about the vision of this product and where we'll take this. But for now, Corey and team are going to help work on the critical bugs and improvements so that you guys can use Task Manager for the things you're doing now. And then finally, data collection and syndication, tracking numbers and website URLs to Google, Facebook, Apple, and Bing, and then improve listing accuracy via doing this automated. You could do this manually right now, but we want to automate the opt-in, opt-out situation. Okay, moving on to, I'm going fast here, folks. There's so much more, but just trying to keep it tight here. Inventories, orders, and billing. This is Devin's group. They're really working on scaling retail payments, ordering and payments, and the Broadly 2.0 customer is really the perfect customer for them. So first project here is making Vendasta the system of record. Right now, a lot of the payment information is in Stripe. We want to bring that out, and that'll help us just have cleaner financial data. We can get into NetSuite. Also opens the door so we can add other payment gateways other than Stripe. They're also working on the second item here, which is bundled subscriptions and package improvements. This is a way you can still sell those subscriptions, but the finance team and others can understand what are the individual line items that make up that package. And then finally, retail service periods. This is like, to simplify it, it's like if you have an annual subscription, we can recognize that revenue monthly more easily than we can do it now. So that's inventories, orders, and billing. We have 2 slides for the CRM marketing and sales team. This is Gabe's group. They're working on AI for engagement. So this includes Campaign 2.0, unifying the marketing automation workflow. They're going to be looking at AI marketer, AI salesperson, and AI search audit in the snapshot report and within the CRM. There's a big body of work going on with the Yesware replatforming. At a high level, this is taking all the yummy good stuff from Yesware and building that into our own Vendasta platform. So that's ongoing. And then there's also some work we're doing for BMO. They're paying us a lot of money to do some enhancements to make their lives easier. So we're moving those up on the roadmap for them, and we'll get 3, 4, and 5 done in Q4. And there's also a theme here on lead capture and CRM integrations, Salesforce integration, Facebook lead ads integration, and then expose integration actions to the AI employees. That's going to be really powerful. They'll more looking at and figuring out this unifying stuff. And then again, the broadly 2.0 migration. This team's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting there in terms of the APIs and the migration scripts. And then finally, there's a technology roadmap that Dale put together. So there's some work being done on the data warehouse, costs, gross margin, dollars, commissions, GRC support. There's stuff happening on the AI side of things, which overlaps a lot with what Josh's team is doing, like that thinking and reasoning mode, that MCP stuff, and the usage metrics. And then finally, there's a body of work on SOC 2, which is really important. So like I said before, you can view the roadmap, the slides itself. If you go to the bottom of that quarterly roadmap process standard document in Confluence, I think I locked it down so folks can only comment, but you can be sure to come to me or go to any of those group product managers with questions. Yeah, we'll be doing this every quarter, and we'll get better with your feedback. Take a breath and on to product philosophy principles. You may remember from 2 all hands ago, Brian introduced the new guiding principles for us. These are great. Gene shared another group of them, another group of 4 last time. So I'm going to share the product philosophy principles. These are all great. And they basically are answering the question of what makes a great product in the view of Vendasta. So this is architecture, this is product goals, it's how we prioritize our development, it's our methodology for integrating AI, all these really important things. So the first one, and this is really, really an important one for everyone to really think about. We want to maximize for optionality and minimize lock-in. Maybe you've heard, we're in an AI moment here. This is a generational change. This is like the biggest moment of opportunity that probably most of us have ever seen or will see, but it's changing super rapidly, and there are many different players out there. You know, if you just think about the LLMs, you have OpenAI, Gemini, Anthropic, Grok, you know, a whole bunch more. We really need to stay open to all of these different models and build our software so that we can fit these in. So, hey, maybe the customer chooses, or maybe we have a point of view on what is the best one for a certain job. So we really need to think about this whenever we're building something and we think like, hey, we have this one, you know, model, this one solution that works perfectly. We need to change that thinking to see how we can not be so dependent on one model or one solution and build it to be more model agnostic and keep our optionality open. We want to be the place where work gets done. So yes, data, it says here, you guys got to read all of these, but data is the lifeblood, but the value is really going to come from the output, from the action. So we just want to build an open platform so we can connect to other people's, you know, maybe connect to another CRM like we're doing with Neighborly or another system. And we have our unique data here, and we have our AI employees here, and we want to be the operating system, the place where they need to go to get the value. And so we will be the place where the work gets done. The third principle is to build for the widest audience possible. So we want to build large horizontal solutions that can be configured for vertical needs. We don't want to do, if possible, one-off development for customers. Custom work is not something we want to be in the business of. It does happen sometimes, of course, but we want to build for a wide audience. We also want to drink our own champagne, as we're fond of saying. And so internal tools we want to use and and make them great and have a point of view on them, but also make them available for our partners. And the last one is really probably the most powerful one, agents and automations together. Automations, we all know how powerful those can be at, as we often say, automating the customer journey. This is a great way to take deterministic workflows and make it so no human has to touch those. And then we have our AI agents that can do more deeper thinking. They can do reasoning. They can do personalization. Putting these two together is just a recipe, a fantastic recipe for customer success, for partner success, for our own success. So it's just something we should always think about, is how we are going to put these two together, how we're going to design systems that work really well, bringing these two different types of work together. And so those are the 4 principles on the product. And I encourage everyone to read about these and read through all of them. I think we'll have the last update of these coming maybe next week. But these are something that I think everyone should take just a moment with on their own or with their team and just think about more deeply. I think the more time I've spent with them, the more powerful I've seen them be. Okay, we're almost at the end. Every once in a while I sense at a company where you just need that little extra inspiration. You need that little extra lift. And sometimes, I'll go to, some words that I found that are meaningful to me, poetry of sorts. So I'd like to read you something, and hopefully it will inspire you as it inspires me. Rising up, back on the street, did my time, took my chances, went the distance, now I'm back on my feet. Just a person and my will to survive. So many times it happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose the grip on the dreams of the past. You must fight just to keep them alive. It's the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the eye of the tiger. That's all from me. Have a great week. And now, a special present for those who present.
Check, check, check. Okay, today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to play a game to see who wins. So who knows how to play rock, paper, scissors? Does anyone not know how to play rock, paper, scissors? Put your hand up because I can go through it. Okay, everyone knows how. So what we're going to do, now we're going to see if we can maybe come over here. I can walk around. So we got people on the other side. We're going to come into this space. Come on, everyone, come on over here. You guys come on over here too. Get up. Come on, let's go. We're going to play a game. How it works is everyone's going to pair up with one person. And do you guys know how to cheer? Does everyone know how to cheer? Does everyone know everybody? If you don't know each other, when you pair up, shake hands and get the name of the person, because someone like Riley might be new. Okay? And here's what we're going to do. Okay, you guys got to hear the rules. Here's what we're going to do. The two of you will play a best of 3 rock, paper, scissors. And then whoever wins, the loser becomes their personal cheering section. So if Riley were to win, you'd be cheering, Riley, Riley, Riley. And then he'll go and find another winner, and they'll do rock, paper, scissors. And at the end, we'll have 2 people. And we'll have everybody cheering for either one or the other. And it's pretty fun, actually. So you all paired up? We're going to start right away with rock, paper, scissors, and then make sure the winner goes to the next person, and you cheer for him. What's that? Rock, paper, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. You're cheering for him now. You won? George, find somebody. Here you go. Oh. You need a winner? You need somebody? Here we go. Okay, let's cheer for him. Hey, Nate. Who's over here? Who's over here? Yeah. Hey, George. Oh, get over here. No, here. Hey, Shane, right here, behind you. Yes, he's still alive. Shane. Shane. Get in there. Oh, here we go. No. Shane. Oh, Shane. 2, 3. Right, Shane. Shane. Who won? George won. Is you the one left standing? All right. Your rock, paper, scissors champion and the winner of the gift card is George.